Hi there everyone, this is Lilith Eeckels with another video for the Altenew August release. And today for this layout on my blog, I'm going to be using 3 stamp sets. The Charmed stamp set, pointed out with some lovely arrows, and also the Sweet Friend stamp set, which has some lovely sentiments and a really pretty frame. And this is the layout I'll be making. It is a really simple layout, and I've used nearly only stamps and some inks. So here I've got my 3 stamps, and I'm going to start with this lovely outline of a flower, and I'm just going to prep my stamp a little bit so that the ink really adheres well to it, and I'm going to ink that up in some permanent black ink. I have marked out where my photo is going to be placed so that I can put the stamp in the correct place. I'm also popping a little foam sheet just beneath the paper so that the stamps a little better. And once I've got my 3 images, I'm creating a visual triangle here. I'm going to quickly clean off my stamp, pop that back on, and then I'm going to add a little bit of color. Now I'm going to do this really easily. I'm just going to use a couple of my inks and a bit of water and a watercolor brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a bit of water to the spaces I want to color, and here I'm using some Lagoon ink and just popping that on there. And I'm doing this really roughly. I want a really fun subtle watercolor look. Here I'm using some Pinkalicious, and I'm going to add that as well to the layout, and I'm not coloring everything in. So for embellishments, I'm going to use the Pointed Out stamp set. Now this is a fabulous stamp set for scrapbookers, especially because we do like using arrows, and these elements are not too big and not too small, and they stamp perfectly. I'm just going to use some smooth white cardstock, and I'm going to pop that onto my stamping tool here. This is just a regular sized MISTI. I'm going to prep the 3 stamps by using an eraser and just going over that with a brush, and I'm going to stamp 3 colors. This one is Lemon Burst, I think it's called, yeah. And then I'm going to go over to a nice blue color, and this one is called Sea Breeze. Now I like using this tool because if I see that the stamp isn't crisp enough, I can just go over it like here with the blue one. So once I've got my arrows, I can start cutting them up. I'm just going to do this by hand because these are really simple shapes. So now that I have my arrows, all I have to do is place them on the layout. To do this, I'm just going to pop my photo back on and just see how I'm going to place those arrows. I thought of mixing the blue and the yellow, but I think I'll just go with the blue. And I'm going to put them in 3 spots, once again to create a visual triangle. This will just draw the eye towards the photo. At the moment, I've only got 2 colors on the layout, and I thought it'd be nice to add a bit more contrast with a 3rd color, and I'm using the color Parrot, which comes in the Tropical Forest ink, mini cube set. I think the layout is still lacking a little bit in detail, so I'm going to use this lovely oval frame which comes on the Sweet Friend stamp set, and I'm just going to ink part of it up in some permanent black ink and just stamp that onto the layout just above where the photo is going to go, and I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. And I've still got my little marks on the layout, so I know where I'll place my photo. I'm going to pop my photo onto some foam dots and stick that on to the layout. Now to finish off the layout, I am going to add a couple more little sentiments which I'm going to scatter over the layout in clusters of 3, once again to create a visual triangle, and I'll also create my title. So there you have it, the layout is nearly complete. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comment section, and I will leave a link to all the supplies on my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and see you very soon. Bye bye.